Yep, and that's about it. Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to keep it pretty simple. We're just going to talk about how to graph simple functions in the coordinate plane. And all you have to do really is type it up here in this little box and hit enter. There's a couple of other details I'd like to talk about though, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's say that we wanted to graph the line y equals x squared minus 1. Well, all you have to do is type x squared minus 1. It couldn't be simpler, except that it could, because you don't actually need to type this little squared sign right here. I find that's really annoying to type all the time. It's the shift and then the 6 key. So all you really need to do is type x2 and then a minus 1. You'll notice that that little caret symbol was automatically inserted, and it works the same way with coefficients. So if I wanted to type something like 2x squared minus 1, then the multiplication sign is automatically put in. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter like this, and now I have this x squared minus 1 being graphed. So that was a pretty simple one, but what about something like x minus 1 over x plus 2? Well, we know we're going to need parentheses around the x minus 1, and probably the x plus 2 as well, and that can be pretty annoying to type. So let's go ahead and get started. If I type x minus 1, all of a sudden I'm like, I need parentheses around the x minus 1. But if you press shift and then the slash, which is essentially a question mark, you'll notice that the x minus 1 has been wrapped around in a whole set of parentheses already. So pressing shift and then slash, which again is just a question mark, will make this fancy thing happen. And now we can continue on typing. So on the bottom of that fraction was x plus 2, and there's my function being graphed. I got both of them at the same time. Now right now, it's kind of hard to see these, so we can basically treat this viewing range kind of like Google Earth. So I can zoom out by scrolling the wheel, I can zoom in, and there's all that good stuff. So that's pretty simple, but if you want to alter the viewing ratio, so like the height changes compared to the width, all you really need to do is move your mouse over to the side until you see the up and down arrows, or if you move it to the top or bottom, until you see the left and right arrow. And what that's going to do when you scroll the mouse wheel is only zoom on the vertical or only zoom on the horizontal. So if I move my mouse to the edges of the screen, then I can do that. So if, let's say, I get really confused about where I'm at, I zoom way out and I'm really far away, all I need to do to get back to where I was just right click and then click reset. And also to turn the auto scale back on, you'll notice that slight adjustment that was made. So that's really all there is to it. Oh, and the last thing that I was going to talk about was if I want to hide one of these without actually deleting it, that's really easy to do. Just click right in front of the Y right here and type a single quotation and then press enter. And now, as you can see, this has turned white and it's no longer being graphed in the coordinate plane. So that's all there is to it, really. If you have any questions, let me know.